Good evening and welcome to Poland Daily. I'm Nicholas Richardson and this is the news. The Bank of National Economy and the Prime Minister's Chancellery are launching a government fund named Polish Order Strategic Investments Programme. The financial aid is designed to stimulate investment in regions across Poland. Local governments will receive 95% of the non-refundable co-financing for, amongst others, water and sewerage infrastructure, modernisation of heating plants to make them zero emission, and waste management. Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki indicated that the programme will provide assistance in overcoming the crisis caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. This is the Polish Order programme, a programme with great momentum, perspective and enduring action. In the long term, the planned strategic investments will increase the productivity level of the entire Polish economy. Applications for financing may be submitted by all types of local government entity. The programme covers 35 spheres of the economy and local governments will decide where to allocate the funds. They know what the most important investments are for them. We will be setting some priorities: sewerage, water, heat and power plants, improvement of the quality of life of residents such as incineration plants, sewage treatment plants or even investments in social infrastructure. One of the priority criteria in granting funds is the income of the local government per capita. Areas with the lowest incomes will have the best chance of financing. The Mayor of Swidnik, Waldemar Jakson, lists the areas where money can flow. He thinks, among others, about sewerage investments and housing. The information network of the commune, i.e. the 5G network, optical fibres. I think that is also very good for us. Applications may be submitted online via the application of Bank Gospodarstwa Krajowego. This year there will be 2 pilot programmes. The first one will start this month. The President of Moldova, Maia Sandu, is paying an official visit to Poland. This morning she met President Andrzej Duda, whom she thanked for his and Poland's support for Moldova's European aspirations. She also expressed the hope that during the parliamentary elections in July, Moldova's European path will be confirmed. We will always stand together. In international cooperation, we will be behind Moldova, in the sense that it is necessary to guarantee the territorial integrity of Moldova. This is a fundamental issue, and here we will always stand behind it and all of its actions that serve the purpose of this territorial integrity. I value the cooperation and the development of relations between our countries and our citizens. I appreciate the help of the Polish authorities in organising the vote on the 11th of July for Moldovan citizens living in Poland, and Poland's consistent help for our country's European aspirations. 81 years ago in Palmyra near Warsaw, as part of the German AB Axiom programme to eliminate the intellectuals and upper classes of the Second Polish Republic, the Germans executed leading figures from Polish political, social, cultural and sports circles. On June the 20th to the 21st, 1940, the Germans shot 378 prisoners from the Pawiak prison in Warsaw. By July 1941, Palmyra had become a crime scene with over 1,700 people murdered. German terror from the outset was directed at Polish elites. The occupiers decided that, stripped of its leadership, Poland will quickly become a formless mass that would be easy to exploit as slave labour. The Nazis committed mass murder at Palmyra, taking great care that the truth of their actions never saw the light of day. Following every execution, they would plant large pines over the mass graves, and soldiers patrolled the area to make sure nobody entered. Palmyra became the place where many exceptional Poles met their end. Among others, the long-serving Marshal of the Senate, Maciej Rataj, organiser in September 1939 of the Warsaw Workers' Defence Brigade, Mieczysław Niedziałkowski, and Poland's greatest sprinter, Janów Kościuszczyński. Researchers also believe that the legendary President of Warsaw, Bogusław Starzyński, was also executed there. This afternoon, the Swedish Parliament voted to oust Prime Minister Stefan Löfven in a vote of no confidence, giving the Social Democrat leader 1 week to resign and handing the Speaker of the House the task of forming a new government. This is the first time in Sweden's history that a Swedish Prime Minister has been removed from office. The Swedish Democrats seized the opportunity to call a vote last week after the former Communist Left Party withdrew its support for the centre-left government over a plan to ease rent controls on newly built housing. And now I present the results of the vote. 109 deputies voted no, 181 voted yes, 51 abstained, and 8 people were absent. Mr. Marshall, today the Swedish Democrats will press the green yes button. it will be a yes to a new path for our country. According to Left Party leader Nooshi Dadgostar, the Social Democratic rent reform is an attempt to dismantle the Swedish welfare state. We did everything in our power to resolve this situation. Last week, Stefan Löfven announced during a press conference that he would either call new elections or resign, but added that it was irresponsible to put Sweden in a state of crisis at such a difficult time for the country. This is a dangerous path that the Left Party and the right-wing Conservative parties have chosen. These four parties owe the Swedes to inform them of what an alternative to the government they have prepared. More cooperation and more common understanding is needed at this time. At the moment, it is not known who the Speaker of Parliament will contact to appoint the new government. Recent polls show that the centre-left and centre-right blocs are evenly balanced, meaning that early elections may not provide a solution. Stefan Löfven has been Prime Minister of Sweden since 2014. And finally, an extreme weather warning. Storms and even tornadoes could be coming our way. Violent storms have already passed over Belgium, the Netherlands and Germany. Dangerous weather phenomena in Poland appeared yesterday in Szczecin. Weather forecasters are warning about possible hailstorms that could move deep into Poland as early as this evening. That's the news. Thank you for watching. Stay with us for the weather, Poland Daily Business and more programmes. But from me, it's have a good night and a better tomorrow.